Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm so sorry. I thought while waiting for you guys, I could quickly grab my lunch. I made a sandwich. How about you guys? You guys had your lunch? Yeah, talking about lunch and food, you may wonder how plants are able to make their own food. Yes, uh, today that will be our lesson. Hmm. Before we're going to see the process called photosynthesis. It's the process where uh, plants make their own food. Yeah. Before we go into that part, first we will see that part of what are the parts of the plants and their functions. And let's see this video and try to learn what is the video going to be. So, what do you learn from this video? Anyone? Yeah, you're right. Yes, you're right. You're right. Uh, Different part of the plants is similar to different parts of body parts that we have learned about the human body part from the year 4. Yeah, right. Similar to that. Okay, what's mean of similarity is that as per human body part, okay, work together in the digesting the food. Yeah, similar goes to different part of the plants where they work together in producing the food, in the processing the food. To understand deeper about how the process of photosynthesis that we call in a plant making their food, we need to be understand the different part of the plants. So I'll move into uh, root, the first part of that I'm going to say it here, okay, that I'm going to discuss here to see that how root works and going to be help the other part of the plants in the later. Okay. So, excuse me, doctor. So here from this slide onward, I'm going to summarize how this lesson going to be taken. It is a 1 hour lesson. So the first 20 minutes, I'm going to spend it in explaining different part of the plants and their functions. And that will be from the current slide number 6 all the way to slide number 14. Yeah. After this slide number 14, slide number 50 to slide number 18, I will cover how and what is the process of photosynthesis. Yeah. In a slide number 17, part from expectation, there's a video here to be shared with the students to show that how the process of photosynthesis will be taken. In this slide number 17, it will show that boy um, trying to do a experiment to see that the growth of a plant were from the two different conditions. Yeah, I'm going to play this video and fast forward and going to stop at a point that which I think that needed to be to share or highlight here. Okay, in this video, I hope that from this video, students are able to get an idea, which I will question later, that to have a fair experiment, the boy used the same type of seeds and also the same sizes of a cup to say that the same to represent that the same they grow in the same condition. Yeah. Okay. In this point, what the boy tried to do here is that he's taking one of the cup, that cover with black pepper. Uh, okay, not only that he's covering one of the cup with a black pepper, he's also using a box to be placed on top of it. I hope with this at this point, student able to get an idea saying that the reasons why he's doing that is so he's trying to block sunrise to reach to the seats. So at this point, I hope the students will be able to understand that the boy trying to see the progress from one day to another day. At this point, after a certain period of days, the boy able to see clearly the differences of the growth of the plants from two different state of condition. In addition to this video, I'm also got a real life plant, and I'll try to bring it to the try to show to the students that part of the plant were dried. Okay, and I'll ask the questions what they can relate to the video that they can see. Hopefully, is able to answer. That's due to the plant being placed under a state where the plant receive insufficient sunlight for the growth. Yeah? And I also hope that students are able to give a solution that it should place it in a place where the plant able to get enough sunlight for them to make a food, which will become energy to the plant for the healthy growth. Okay, and these slides I'll try to share with the students the growth of plants in real life in different places. So from 1 hour lessons, 20 minutes, I'll be using it to cover up lessons from the beginning all the way to slide number 19. At slide number 20, I'll spend 30 minutes to do a class discussion. The first 50 minutes of the 30 minutes I'm going to spend here is that I'm going to ask students to do a research about specific plant type, and I'm going to ask them to create a presentation from their finding. And this activity, it is based on a group activity, and I'll group them according to the number of students present a day. After first 50 minutes, then preparing the slide, the next 50 minutes I will use it for them to do the presentations to share their finding with the rest of the class. So the last 10 minutes, I will use the first 5 minutes of the last 10 minutes, I will use to explain about what is the homework going to be. Here, I'm going to ask students to create a poster to summarize what they have learned from this lesson. Yeah. And the last activity here, it will be online interactive activity. I hope from this activity, students are able to recap what they have learned at the beginning of this lesson. There are two ways that students can access to this activity. One using the QR code, another one, those who have no mobile phone, iPhone, they can use their laptop to click the link to go to their activity. Okay, this activity has expectations at the very beginning. It's needed simply click and drag and try to join or point the point that been labeled in the part of line. So what I'm going to do here is that first I pointed the fruits at a place of a flower. So then I realized that, hey, it's wrong. And I can bring I can click and drag the point from the flower and bring it and join it at a place that been indicated for the flower. Okay, then the rest I'm going to do it randomly to see that what the results will be when I do the submission. Once I submitted, it will show that those have been labeled correctly, and those who are did not been correct at the right place will indicate it with a marker correct and wrong. So this is how I will end my first part of the 60 minutes of the lesson. Thank you, Doctor. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Happy to see you guys in our second lesson. We are still under the topic of plant, but we will see how plants survive in their natural habitat. Before we continue to see how the plants survive in the natural habitat, let's see the video. Now I'm going to fast forward. As you can see here in this video, the sharp thorn, it works as a sensory mechanism where it will sensor the present. So how it will sensor the present of the fly. Okay, then the plant will use their defensive mechanism to trap the insect. Okay, let's continue. I hope from the video earlier, you understand a bit what we're going to see next in our lesson. Yeah? The first that we will see is that how to identify plants' defensive mechanism. Okay. The next is that how plants continue to survive in the natural habitats. Okay, the first defensive mechanism that I'm going to share with you is about sharp thorns. Okay, looking at the fruits here, it made me hungry. I bought a pineapple this morning from the market. If I try to eat this pineapple without peeling them off, I can't, definitely, simply because their sharp thorns will hurt my lips. Okay, that's how this pineapple will survive in their natural habitat. Latex, it will be my second defensive mechanism that I'm going to discuss here. Papaya tree, for example, it will produce the latex, and simply the reason is wanted to be protect themselves from the enemy. Yeah, I bought a mango this morning, and I can feel the latex on the mango skin. To understand better how this latex works, let's do this activity. Yeah, you can do this activity later after this lesson. Yeah, but for that you need to have 2 ice cream sticks and super glue. Please do this activity together with your parents. Yeah, so they can help you to paste glue in these 2 ice cream sticks. Okay, because this glue is quite strong. If it's landed on your finger, it could damage your skins. Right. So I have a space super glue on the 2 different sticks and stick them together. Okay. What is the next that you need to be do is that after them really try to separate them without breaking or damaging any one of this stick. Okay. That is a idea behind of this activity to understand how strong the latex will be. Excuse me, doctor. And then from here onwards, I will continue to explain other various type of characteristics of defensive mechanism of the plant, all the way to slide number 10, where I will stop to share another video to show the real life plants in the natural habitat and how their characteristics helps them to protect from the enemy. Then I'll continue to the second learning objective to see that how plants survive in the natural habitat. And there's a video here again to explain, to show how the dispersal of seeds and fruits help the plants continue to survive in the natural habitat, and also continue to share other types of various dispersal until slide number 17. I will stop here and I will get the students to discuss the consequences if a plant did not survive in the natural habitat. And I will make this as a group discussions. I'll give them some time to do some research, and maybe after 15 minutes, then another 15 minutes after that, they can present their finding with the rest of the class. Okay, and recap here, I will stay to reinforce the knowledge that we've seen at the beginning of the lesson. And here I will stay to ask students if they have any questions to ask, and if there are, then I will answer them. With that, I will end lesson for that maybe will take about 20 to 30 minutes. And I'll move on to quizzes. The students here can use their devices to go to do this activity online. Yeah, I'm just going to show one of the example here. And if students answer correctly when they submitted, of course, the answer will be correct. If they answer wrongly, then the correct answer will be promoted. Then once it's done with the interactive quizzes, I will go to session where I will get students to debate. So in this debate, I will make various groups. Then I'll give them the format of the presentation should be, and also share with them the rules and objective. Then I divide them into the teams, 4 teams. Yeah. Then I'll get them to do the research for about 50 minutes. Then after the 50 minutes of their research, then they can present, they can do the debating. And finally, we give a time for students to start their question and answering section. Then we decide which plant that wins. And this is how I will end my second part of the lesson in this subject. Thank you, Doctor.